Hey everybody, welcome to CREATE-O-HOLICS, and guess what? I messed up. For the last like half an hour or so, I've just been like rambling to myself and not recording at all, which is just fantastic. So let's take a quick look-see at what I did in that little time frame. I want to generate infinite amounts of fuel, and to do that, we need 10,000 blocks of biofuel, which is a lot. It's a lot. But hear me out, I think we can manage it. If you take a look over here, I have these massive fuel containers. And these four right here is, 800 buckets short of 10,000. In here, we're still producing our biofuel, but we've got a problem. We're running short on something. And that something is sugar. It should be moving along this belt right here. We need a lot of sugar. We're going to be attempting to produce that by essentially doubling our current sugar farm. Now, there is one other way to make sugar, and that's with honey bottles, but I don't think it's necessarily the most efficient, because when we mill sugar, we get 2 and a bit. Unless I can produce a ton of honey, which I can't at the moment, sugarcane is still going to be our best bet, at least for the time being. And this sugarcane farm, as big as it is not going to cut it. It is not producing enough sugar for us, so we're going to have to expand. We're going to have to expand quite a bit here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have this thing clean up this entire area. Oh, my torch! My torch! No! No! Dang it. Now mobs are going to spawn around here. That's annoying. We got to pay attention, though. We got to pay attention. We can't let this thing go too far. We have a machine right over there. And so if it goes too far, it'll destroy a big machine, which would be very, very sad. Right here. There we go. We're going to get ourselves another... Wait, seriously? One diamond! One diamond! You gotta be kidding me right now. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. We are out of diamonds? You gotta be kidding me, man. Ah, you see this? You see this? You see, this is why I want my mega torch. So many zombies. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, it looks like it actually looks like our machine might have broken the mega torch that we had. So we're gonna have to get a new one. And unfortunately, we're out of diamonds. We're completely out of diamonds, which is insane. That's insane. All the crazy power and stuff that we have, all the craziness that we've got going on, and we don't have any diamonds? You've got to be kidding me. That's absurd. We're gonna have to go get some diamonds. We're going down into the mines like it's day 1 in Minecraft, and we're gonna go mine ourselves up some diamonds. You might also be thinking, hey, why don't you just build a machine to make diamonds? Well, let's you know what? Actually, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. We can get diamond shards from a block of coal. Is this really happening? We're gonna make a diamond farm? All right, let's go make a diamond farm. You know what? Actually, first, because I really want that mega torch, because I don't want to have to be dealing with a bunch of mobs all the time. Let's first go and gather up a few diamonds, just so that we have more than literally all these swords, all these diamond swords. We got one measly diamond here. Holy! This is the most insane cavern I've ever seen. Hang on, where are we? I've literally dug my way all the way over to Kindle and Dew's base. All right, we got 27 diamonds total, which is more than enough for what we need. Oh my gosh! You see what I'm talking about? You see the problem here? We need a torch. We need one of these torches. Magnum torch. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna put it down right here, and then we're gonna run. Yeah! Dang it. We're gonna go down from, let's say, like right here. This little 9x9 space here, this is where our diamond factory is going to go, I think. All right, that looks like a deep enough hole, I think, for our new machine that we're gonna be making. All right, there we go. We now have a power. Now we need a contraption down here that's actually going to cut down all of our trees. There we go. That is the maximum height of an oak tree. You see this contraption here? You see, if we make this whole thing a contraption, we can actually use the inventory connectors in order to move the items. So we can instantly go from our cutting implements down here all the way up here to where our actual machine is going to be, which is right in this area. First thing we're going to use a mechanical bearing, and it's going to go... There's a real possibility here that we end up using something like spruce or something like that here instead of oak, but for now we can just use the oak. Not only are we going to need to set up a speed controller, we're also going to need to make a new layer here. We're actually going to be setting up 2 speed controllers down here, one of which is going to be powering our mechanical bearing here. The other one here is going to be basically maxed out, and it's going to be what's powering the rest of our machine. All right, so here we go. We got these mechanical saws down here. They're connected to this sanded tuff. We got this right here, these deployers, which are going to be deploying all of our oak saplings. We have all the way up here a barrel right there, which is going to be what's holding our saplings. We've got this portable storage interface and this one, which is how we're actually going to get our oak all the way up here. Now, if I hit this mechanical bearing, this should work in theory. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, there goes a tree. We just cut one down. Perfect. It's currently holding all of its oak in here because right now this portable storage interface has nowhere to put the materials, which is what we're going to change right now. All right, so I don't have this thing done yet, but here's where we're at, right? We've got our wood coming out of here. It goes onto this belt over here, which is going to turn it into charcoal. Then it's going to go onto this belt right here, which is going to turn it into coal. That coal is then going to go along this line back here, which is going to go into these basins, which is then going to get crushed into blocks of coal. Those blocks of coal are then going to go up here where it's going to get superheated. Oh, you know what? You know what? This might actually be a better way of doing it. Instead of superheating for the diamond shards, we could also compact blocks of coal and a little bit of lava into a diamond. That might be... You know what? That might be the better option here. Okay, we're gonna need... Man, this is a slightly more complicated machine than I thought it was going to be, but I'm trying to make it like as pretty as humanly possible because, well, just because I feel like it. Because I want it to be pretty. Yeah, you know what? This is not exactly what I was planning on doing today, but I'm kind of glad that I'm getting it out of the way. Making like a diamond machine, it's just kind of... It's Create Essentials, you know? It's Create 101. It should be one of the earliest things you build. Or one of the earlier things you build because, you know, diamonds they're useful. All right, okay. I think this contraption is basically done. And what we've got going on here is it's actually in a spiral design, kind of similar to how I did this one. It's kind of constrained in this little space, which is actually kind of cool. I really like it. So let me do a quick explainer on how this machine works. First of all, we've got our little tree farm all the way down there. Cutting up some wood. Our logs go into this. Our wood all goes into here. It then goes down this belt and then down this belt. On this belt here is where our blasting is going to take place, which will turn our wood into charcoal. The charcoal then ends up on this belt, where it then gets turned into coal by the haunting. The coal then gets put along this into these basins where it becomes blocks of coal. The blocks of coal get spouted onto this belt and then to this belt and to this belt, where they end up here, and then they get moved into these brass funnels, which will then get pressed into diamonds. The diamonds will then end up on this belt, and then go up this chute into this spruce drawer right here, which is where all our diamonds will be kept. That's a machine. Now we're also going to cover the floor here with glass. But for the time being, we're going to leave an opening right here in this corner because I want to be able to get down there. First of all, we need to actually turn on the machine, but also we could actually expand this production here, this tree production, by basically going lower into the earth. We could take this all the way to bedrock and just have like layers and layers and layers of tree farms, which can all be hidden. For now, we're going to get to find out if this here machine actually works. So let's do that. We're going to slap this on here and we're going to say only 64. We should see charcoal end up in this barrel here once it gets smelted. The charcoal then should get turned into coal, which goes into this barrel. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes. It's making blocks of coal. The blocks of coal are then coming down here and getting turned into diamonds. It's working. My friends, the system works. Now, that being said, that whole like half barrel of oak logs only gave us 5 diamonds. So we're gonna have to, we have 10 diamonds out. Okay, you know what? It's actually not so bad. It's actually not so bad. It's probably a little bit faster than I thought it was. We might have to expand the oak production sooner than I thought, because I was kind of hoping that it would make a lot of oak quickly. But it's not. Despite that, we're still making at least some diamonds, so we do have a working diamond machine. Now, I was making these diamonds for a reason, and it's so that I could make that megatorch over there, and I already have one. I wanted to make the megatorch so that I could work on the farm that we were working on earlier, the sugarcane farm. For some reason, I decided to neglect that and make a diamond farm first. I don't know why. I just did it. I'm still gonna need all that sugarcane, so let's go focus on that, shall we? But before we do, let's see how the sugarcane has been gathering thus far. If we come up here, we should be able to see. Yeah, so these fluid tanks are empty. And out here, we've got this one and this one not quite full. So yeah, so we haven't, oh. This is full of sugar. Why are we not producing? Oh, we ran out of biomass. Oh, interesting. We really ran out of biomass? Oh, it's because this, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my good gosh. Okay, word to the wise, make sure to lock your drawers, because gosh dang it, is it ever a pain to deal with this machine now, because I didn't lock all of my drawers. There we go. Because these weren't locked, as soon as they became empty, they would basically fill up with something else, which is not what we want. Our machine is grinding away. We're making more fluid. We're making more biofuel. This is the cool thing, right? Basically, once we have this completely filled up, we pretty much won't need this machine for making biofuel anymore, because we'll just have an infinite source of it. But that shouldn't be too hard. Now, back to our sugar problem. We need to expand this because it's not big enough. And lucky for us, we already have it set up to do so. Well, let's go to work. Whoa. Hang on 1 minute here. We ran out of andesite? Oh my gosh. Well, sheesh, it looks like it's time for another mining adventure, because I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. We ran out of andesite. We have so much andesite. We had so much andesite. Like a ton of it. We used all of it. Basically purely on andesite alloy. Hey, stop that. Cut it out. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone. Don't. Look, you think you're strong, but you're not. You think you can beat me, but you can't. Watch. I will just stand here and wait. There's no way. You can't beat me. You can't. I'm invincible. You haven't damaged me one bit. You haven't damaged me one bit. Look at me. Look at me. I look like the Terminator. What do you think you're gonna do? I look like Master Chief. I look like the Doom guy. And this guy's trying to get out of here. Get out of here. You silly. All right, there we go. 5,000 alloy. So now we can make a bunch more andesite alloy. Look at that, a whole inventory of andesite alloy. More than enough for the next little while. At least hopefully. I mean, you know what? I bet you I'm going to go through that a lot faster than you might think. All right, there we go. That's one giant machine. Now, I've already got some growth down here, so let's see how this goes. Interesting, it doesn't drop low enough. Has it always been like that? I added a delay here, which seems to have helped it operate a little bit more efficiently. But look at this field of sugar cane. It's absolutely insane. Like, look at how fast it grows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, back pressure depleted. Oh, dang it. Dang it, I'm so used to having my jetpack now. When I don't have it, it becomes such a nightmare, like I was stuck. I'm completely stuck right now. I have to climb these vines to get out. Okay, well, I came over here to check that my diamond machine was working correctly, and it wasn't, because everything over here was completely turned off. Because unfortunately, sometimes this machine, these steam engines, they just break completely, which is really annoying. If I find a solution to it, I will let y'all know. I think it has something to do with chunk borders, or at least that's what Weedo was telling me yesterday. Ugh, something else is wrong. We're making sugar. We're making a bunch of sugar. But for whatever reason, the machine is not producing, because we don't have any biomass. Why do we not have any biomass? What's going on with the biomass? What's happening here? Oh, did we really run out of all the crops that are used to make biomass? Whoa, we did. Hang on. Let's see if there's another kind of crop we have that we can use to generate some stuff from Farm and Charm. We've got the beetroot. We could use the beetroot. We can use wheat. We can use tomato, but not the type that we have. All right, we're at the point now where we're pretty much just waiting for this biofuel to fill up so that we can make the infinite source we've always wanted. I think we're going to put one probably like right here just so that we can refill these and use them again. Our next bottleneck is now our biomass. And to deal with that, I am adjusting my crops here. All right, there we go. I've adjusted my crops a little bit so that now we are producing mostly things that'll be actually useful for our biomass production. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping that we'd get our 10,000 buckets of fuel today, but unfortunately that just didn't really work out in my favor. Now, we did do a couple other things. We finally got our diamond factory working, which is great. Actually, you know what? Speaking of diamond factory, we should go check it out. We should see what it's... We have 14 diamonds. That is not a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That is a disappointingly small amount. All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. This was kind of a weird episode because I didn't really get to finish what I wanted to finish, which was the biofuel. Because we needed a lot more than I anticipated, like a lot more. I think hopefully by next time we'll have enough, maybe. That is the end of the video, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And maybe next time we will actually have the biomass I need to make an infinite biomass source and actually start producing like infinite biomass sources for other people.